Art is that thing that releases us from the boundaries of caring about how someone feels about what we have to say. And it allows us to really express ourselves on a very base level. It's how we know ourselves as a culture. It's how we know ourselves as human beings. It's how we connect to each other beyond time. The art that we leave behind, the art that we express, is what we know from each other.
Good.
Why opera? That's a large question, actually.
I mean, I went to my first opera when I was, let's say, 13, 14.
I was in children's choruses when I was younger.
And I thought that it sounded like flying, and I wanted to do that too.
I was introduced to opera by some amazing teachers in elementary school. And I've always loved singing, but being able to tell stories that really mattered to me through music and through singing became my life.
I think that's one of the coolest things about opera is here are these larger-than-life characters.
These heroes and these villains, it's these big mythological stories.
With this beautiful orchestra and these sound waves go into your body.
There is something so special about live performance.
When you come to the opera, you get to stop everything. You get to turn everything off. You turn the world off, and you all get to watch the same thing.
This life experience is something that is not replaceable.
So what I do, it's work. It's work for me. I am an opera singer. It's how I make my living. It's how I, pay for all the things that I have. And a lot of people think of going on stage as the work, but that's the fun part. You've done the work in the practice room. You've done the work in the years of voice lessons. So by the time you hit stage, you're ready to play. You're ready to have fun, and you're ready to share with the audience.
These are the costumes that I designed for Rutabaga Country. Tonight is opening night. Having an environment where I come to work and I feel safe and I feel loved and I feel that everything that I'm doing is important matters to me.
It takes a village to get a performance on stage. We do it with an incredibly dedicated staff. We have a reputation of being a place to work at that is very welcoming, very supportive.
What sets Seattle Opera apart from other companies starts from the top and trickles down. Most people put you in a box. Here they let you be free.
I walk in and I say hi to everybody that I see. There doesn't need to be any airs put on. These people are family.
When someone can show up in a space and fully give themselves to the art form and fully express themselves in a way that is authentic to themselves, I think it only enriches the masses of us. Our world perspective, our acceptance, our tolerance of each other becomes wider. We open ourselves up more to the world. We accept people for who they are and not what we want them to be.
Okay, now here's how you're going to receive it. Ready? You're going to put your hands above your head, and at the same time you're going to say, "Ha!" It's hot.
The Opera House's doors work in a couple of ways. One is they open and bring people in, not just for performances, but for rehearsals, for children to be making operas.
We collaborate with high schools. We have a children's opera that we take around the state. Last year we went to 50 schools.
To take a chance on a young artist shows the importance of investing in the future.
Opera is steep in tradition. It's steep in what people have come to love about opera, But we are in a time now where tastes are changing, sentiments are changing, people's lives are changing. So we need to tell new stories. We're telling stories that matter to today's audiences and can reach back to the past and still be a part of that tradition of opera.
This is a company that thinks outside of the box, and I love that.
I really appreciate that Seattle Opera has taken the time and the energy to be able to really question, are we making sure that opera is for everybody?
There's a lot about humanity that we can learn simply by stepping in each other's shoes. Step out of ourselves and think about what it might be like to be someone else.
You think about things that move culture now. It's art, it's the music that we play, it's the clothes that we wear, it's the things that we create. Those are the things that we use to distinguish ourselves and express ourselves when words can't.
My hopes and dreams for Seattle Opera would be that it continues to thrive throughout the next 60 years.
All of us, all arts organizations, small and big, are part of an ecosystem, and we are all necessary.
This is not a static place. This is kinetic and dynamic and full of energy. It's really about who you are is who we are today.
Art can certainly stimulate some thoughts. And if we can stimulate emotions, then we truly win people over and give something to the community.
Art touches all of those core elements of things that make us cry, those things that make us laugh. Opera is a culmination of every art form. So for me, it's the ultimate vehicle for expressing ourselves as human beings.